I'm still learning. Okay, so everybody's in. Like, we have to wait 10 seconds yet, but I think that we can start. I've been working in Switzerland for the last 20 years, so you know, it's be on time. Before the time is not the time, after the time is no more the time. You have to be on time.
Yeah.
Okay, 0-0. 20, we can start. The 22 people, please. If you recognize your icon that is here, please bring the microphone and just click on here, and that's it. 22?
Are you here? 22?
22?
Going?
No.
Gone.
Gone. Okay.
Got it. No more hypertext for
26. 26. It's like a lottery. It's like
bingo.
Yeah. Yeah, 26.
Sorry, because the numbers are from probably taps or something.
So-
First one is see you here.
Can you see the 26? Open 26. So
Yeah, good idea. Just open and.
I was going to say, yeah.
26.
I think you need two surnames or numbers.
But you can recognize, right?
You should recognize your own slide.
Yeah, you should recognize. Otherwise, there is memory problem. But
That's a separate problem. Yeah.
I think that other people don't remember that
Just
number.
only you.
but this anyone?
No,
The owner of this is here? No.
Oh, wasting more time. We're looking for.
Well, that was fast.
That's less than 2 minutes, right?
You don't have to make the decision yourself.
Now 30.
Maybe we can have.
This one. Oh, please give him a hand. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Give me a warning at 30. Okay, classical hypertext systems. What we used to call pioneering, but I just call them classical. I mean monolithic applications. They were expensive to build. Referee 2 says, how do you know? It's anecdotal. I was there. They were expensive, believe me. More recently, lots of people have been doing hypertext systems in the browser. Most of them don't come here. Most of them aren't researchers or academics. I'm thinking Obsidian, Anki, etc., etc. There are lots of them. The one that did come here is Andy Van Dam with Dash, another hypertext from Brown. What I did is took a late classical hypertext system called Tinderbox and created a new node type which holds up a web page in front of it. It turns out that we already have a template-based export mechanism which we could repurpose. So now you can pump data in Dash style from notes in your hypertext into the poster node, which renders it and possibly computes with it and pumps it back out to your hypertext. I'm trying to sell this to my users as a way to use visualization libraries and things like that. But in the paper, you will see that one thing you can do here is have a poster note that runs note cards. You can have a hypertext system in a hypertext note. So it's a new generalization of computation, query, and hypertext. The last of the Halaz 7.
Do not reveal. Where are you? Where are you? Where is the spot?
I am floating.
Flooding.
No, no one told me where to be, so I'll be wherever you told me to be.
Okay. So,
49.
who is the owner of 49?
Revision history. Is that you? No.
Is there the owner of this?
Revision history.
Amit Verma or Simran
No.
City.
1, 2,
2,
got
3.
it. No more hypertext.
Get a hook.
Okay, so the other one is 54.
Raka.
Please.
Oh, thanks for coming.
Sorry. I'm the second one. Sorry, I'm super nervous. So our project. So imagine yourself. You want to communicate or transfer ideas with a person from a different background or research communities. That hints the interdisciplinary collaboration possibilities. And for example, you are a computer scientist. Of course, everyone is. And you want to talk to okay, some of them here are not, but you want to talk to a person from a different research field, for example, like a psychologist or a neuroscientist. It's not always you express your ideas or stories, but it's more likely you want to find a shared concept or like shared vocabularies with the person that he is more familiar with. So that's why we are introducing our core concept of the reader profile. So the reader profile is a collection of resources that represents the reader's background, knowledge, preferences, or even his like way of thinking or his chain of thoughts. So in the meantime, the large language model is here to stay to identify what we call the congruence between the writer's text input and the reader's profile. So what we are implementing here as a demo, as a POC, is based on the scientific publications of the readers. So specifically, we retrieve the data from scholarly applications like a Google Scholar or a Semantic Scholar. But in the future work, we will integrate the semantic web technology to represent the readers. Okay, so.
Donnerville, everything. Where are you? Where are you?
I'm there.
Okay. So, next one will be 55. I have a problem with this. Okay, 55. Yeah, please.
Yay.
Thanks for coming.
I made it to the podium, center. But social media data is usually expensive, and there are so many regulatory things about it that prevent you to publish it, for example. Our research question was to see how accurately, how well we can generate synthetic data, synthetic social media data, and how well means how a few tests, and I explain later. We chose a US midterm election data set comprised of multiple data platforms, social media platforms. We fed it to LLM, in our case it's a GPT 3.5 Turbo, and we controlled it with a temperature, top P, and prompt engineering, and created various synthetic data sets. We tested on them using topic creation and topic overlap, which was promising. And also embedding similarity showed that it is not the copy and a distorted copy or a mimic of a real data set, but it is similar to the real data set. On the negative side, we showed that GPT tend to overly positive output, and also in content rate, things like hashtags and URL, it is far less than the real data. We set up shop just outside. You can come over here and scan our QR code to see if you can realize if it's machine created or a real data set.
Those of you who requested flyers to be printed out and laminated, they are here by Elisa.
So the next one will be this one.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. I know, but
Event processing.
I'm a Mac user. Sorry.
Never apologize.
Okay.
Ask GPT to do that.
Yeah.
Please, the floor is yours.
Hi everybody, so my name is Gurpreet Singh. We and my colleague, we together from Goethe University, Frankfurt am Main. And we would like to present you a VR application which is actually based on hypertext environment modifications and different event systems which you can experience in VR environment, in virtual reality environment. And it's actually a very cool project, and you can visit us. We are around that corner, like the Goethe University. It become at the right side of the room. So yeah, do give us a visit. Yeah, thank you so much.
Perfect. Okay, so the 61, please. But why it doesn't help? Twice. Okay. Please, 61.
TikTok.
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 It's very popular, it's very young.
No, it isn't.
I mean, our age probably not, but TikToker.
TikTok 1.
TikToker 1, TikToker 2, TikToker got out of hypertext.
Remove the link. Remove the link.
Done.
Hyper casual. Wow, that's very casual. Casual. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah.
Thanks for coming. Well done.
Yeah, okay. So it's actually pronounced hypercausal, and it's called that way. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's called that way because we are visualizing the causal inference of large language models. So basically, we visualize the thinking process of ChatGPT, for example, in a 3D hypertext system which you can interact with. So you can click through it. You can see what alternative branches it could have produced instead of the output it gave. And above all, you can see the probabilities. So you can see how confident was it at each token it outputted. And the use cases for this are like explainability, for prompt engineering, parameter tuning, because we allow the tuning of different parameters. And it's also very useful for hallucination detection, because sometimes they output tokens which are really, really low probability. And trust me, you want to know when they output tokens with really low probability. So you have to fact check that. So I'm in the corner right there with a little laptop. Come see me.
Thank you. So, we move forward to the 79.
Oh yeah, that's us.
Yeah. Should I? What should I?
He's gonna scroll for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you are grown up, so you can do it.
Yeah, we can figure it out. All right, we are so excited to be here to introduce to you Seed Hypermedia. I'm Eric. This is Horatio, Gabo. We're some of the founding team. We couldn't all be here, but we are building a protocol, an app, and an infrastructure that will revive the most important hypertext concepts that have been lost to time. Our solutions are deeply integrated with the web, so we can support a graceful migration. Hypermedia links cannot be broken in our network because you reference permanent content and archive the data to serve as a fallback. Every change is an immutable object, so cryptographically signed by its authors. Anyone can browse, well, I'm a little loud. Anyone can browse the deep version history of all content that's on this network. And because all content is signed, we can sprinkle on a little bit of metadata to give copyright options to each author. And yeah, so the desktop app forms a peer-to-peer network, so you can start publishing with zero upfront investment. But if you want a domain, backups, and improved distribution, you can easily self-host a Seed Hypermedia site. All content and identities are always interoperable across the network, even if it's on a self-hosted site. You can include fine-grained links, mentions, and embeds, so no context is lost even when you're linking deep into some big document. And we also support rich discussions, so you can use your identity to interact with this world of content without going off to some centralized social media platform. And some nodes on the network will also act as aggregators, offering search engines and helping you easily discover backlinks. So we're running out of time, but Seed Hypermedia empowers creators to collaborate while retaining authorship rights. Oh, okay. Now we're running out of time. Yeah. So we allow creators to retain authorship rights, and communities can enjoy social interactions while preserving digital freedom for everyone. Of course, our protocol is open source, and so is all of our software. So thank you for joining us in our mission to save the web. We're in the other room on the right side, so come find us.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's not far at all.
Is that possible? The last, but not the least.
Not the last.
No, not the last. Yeah, there are many other one presents without the slides. Yeah, of course.
Yay!
Hello, I'm Elisa Bastianello. Here's Alessandro. I think you know him better than me. Unfortunately, we are missing our developers, so technical question might be sent by email. So very quickly, when I arrived in 2020, that was the idea of digital publishing for the humanities, that I could gather together with professional publisher, and I thought it was dramatic. So I tried a way to streamline it and make it viable and sustainable for humanities institutes. Everything is open source. We are funded, so that's why we can do that. We have kind of personalized flow, but it is intended to be open to every other workflow that you can imagine. So that's a web interface that we created for our scripts, but includes already several scripts from other authors. And that's us, probably, the last one. So we are over there. We are doing real-time show.
Okay. Anybody else want to present without slide, without support? I mean, like
Slideless people.
slideless people. Yeah.
We can go, yes.
Vintage people. Is it? Oh, this is a slide. Hey.
If you go one more, it's neutral, so then I can hold it on the light.
Yes.
One more slide.
One more. Okay.
Then
A white one.
Oh, yeah.
No, mine is black.
Can you see?
just go.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
No, we need white.
Oh, okay.
Translated.
Next.
Yay.
Wow, thank you, Frau.
I think.
Okay, let's do that. And it's back to you. Okay.
Do you
Fantastic.
like the new version of PowerPoint? Human, it's very real.
Perfect.
Okay, please, the floor is yours.
We did say on this conference already that Hypertext is like Phoenix. It dies and gets born again. This is exactly what this tiny figure of the puffball was 20 years ago on the Radio SK show, and for 12 episodes. It got killed and burned during the same episode, depending on how many listeners called into the radio, which paths they took, but in the end, it always died. Here with me is Sosen, the only surviving DJ from that fantastic crew, unfortunately. And he will speak a bit about how this hypertext works. To będzie lekcja historii, będę mówił po polsku.
Polish.
Yeah. To lekcja historii, wtedy internet raczkował, a myśmy sobie próbowali wyobrazić, jakby to było, gdyby był w radiu. It was just the first decade of internet, and we were trying to imagine how it would look on the internet, on the radio, sorry, internet on the radio. I stworzyliśmy konkurs, w którym można było zadzwonić do radia i stać się właśnie puffballem, purchawką. So we created that show where everyone could dial in and become the puffball. Każdy, kto zadzwonił do radia, dostawał awatar, był dżingiel, który po prostu przemieniał tego bohatera w purchawkę i zaczynała się historia, która mogła się rozgałęziać w nieskończone
korytarze. There was a transformation jingle and you became a purchawka, the puffball, and then you could have those multiple pathways to go. Po tym dżinglu rzeczywiście słuchacz stawał się purchawką, my mieliśmy mapę działania i mówiliśmy, jakie mamy obiekty i on się poruszał bądź w lewo, bądź w prawo i dążył do jakiegoś happy endu, ale przeważnie umierał niestety tak jak ta purchawka. The core for the DJ was a map with narrative notes and then the listener was just moving around this map. Do tego korzystaliśmy ze wszystkich możliwości radia, to znaczy rzeczywiście na 2 godziny to radio zamieniało się zupełnie, mieliśmy fejkowe informacje, fejkowe reklamy. Słuchacz słuchający tego radia mógł rzeczywiście pojawić się w zupełnie nowej rzeczywistości. It was a fake news 2-hour show. So one of the shows was, for example, an invasion of aliens on the White House. There was a green poo falling on everyone and you as a protagonist, as the puffball, had to find your way around it. Ostatecznie każdy z tych słuchaczy umierał, a jako purchawka budził się u siebie w domu, a my dawaliśmy nagrodę temu, kto popchnął historię w najciekawszym kierunku. The award went for those of the listeners who pushed the story to the best possible and most interesting direction. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. We are just over there. I'll be sitting here tomorrow and today. Arthur is going away. For,
And the t-shirts go with it?
Exactly. No, sorry. T-shirt is just for us.
Okay, we kick out some previous. We kicked you out previously, but we are very happy to readmit you in the Hypertext community. Welcome back. So, you are the number? 26. But start with this one. You're gonna present both?
Yeah, I can go through that.
Okay, so take your 2 minutes to present this one, but you need a microphone.
Hello everyone, this is Khulud Aldoz. I'm presenting my work here in behalf of my colleague also from Hamad bin Khalifa University and other collaborators. So in this work we were trying to investigate how ChatGPT will work when we want to generate content. So basically we started with a list of videos and then we transcript the videos and then out of that transcript we try to embed that, to inject that transcription into ChatGPT and then try to generate cross social media platforms posts. So, and after we generate the social media post, we try to evaluate this with real social media users, and we actually found it very effective that that the participants in the study, they didn't distinguish which one is generated by ChatGPT and which one is human generated by, in our case, we used a news content actually. So both of them achieved a good engagement. So we developed a tool for story optimizers and we integrated in our system called Aqua. If you scan the code, you can just enter there and then whenever you have any topic you want to write a social media post about it, you just put it there and select which social media platform you want to generate for and it just gets you the posts.
Great. So, please stay there and tell me.
I don't know the number for that one.
Okay, but we're gonna find out. No, I mean, I need your help anyway.
You open the link for that thing?
Do you recognize the icon?
I know that.
The icon?
Yeah, I know. Just
No, that's
61.
The 61. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
TikTok. Yeah.
It's TikTok.
Yeah, it is one.
TikTok.
Okay, this one is actually, I'm not the author for that, but it's a colleague of mine, Yoni, and also Dr. Jim Jennison, who is not available here. But the thing is that in this work, they were trying to investigate how the TikTok ads, the users behave to them. Like when they studied that, they found like most of the people, they just exit, around 80%, they just exit the first time they just see the ad in TikTok. So that means actually the count of views in TikTok won't work, and in this work they were trying to suggest a new metric that would work for TikTok ads. So I suggest you go back to the paper and try to investigate more about other stuff.
Thank you. Where do you stand? Where are you?
I am not sure.
You're not sure? Okay. Please stay around. Stay around. We will find a spot for you. We will find a spot for you. I'm out.
We have Joanna Pigulak from the students' shops curator. Do her 2 minutes. Yes.
Where is it?
Joanna. Great.
Please.
Okay, thank you. I just would like to invite you to the exhibition who was prepared by my students, game studies students. And this exhibition is entitled Creative Everyday Life, and it's divided into 4 different sections. And these sections are, I think, very interesting, but I'm not objective, of course. But first section is a simulation of a typical Polish room, and you can go to the room number 59. I know that you don't know where it is, but there is a lot of people who, show you. And this is a room with this room simulation in it, and with a great narration, and you can encounter an iconic object like washing machine or fridge, and there is a lot of, I think, fascinating things in it. But we have another free section. We have also audio simulation, which is available here in the professor room, and we have also a section devoted to a Polish ethnographer, Bronisław Piłsudski, and you can see the girl in an Ainu suit. So yeah, there is another, I think, very interesting, you can gain some information about the Ainu culture and the devices that was used to just preserve the heritage of Ainu. And the last section is a retro hardware presentation, and this is unique because we have an authentic magical lantern from the beginning of 20th century. So you can just see it, and I warmly invited you to do that. Thank you.
Thank you. So, probably the last presentation, or I don't know, but what is it?
According to us, it is Denny.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, Denny.
Mark.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. I'm going to give this to Frode. You're in charge.
We're going to try to do this live as a brief introduction to what we're doing. This is our work in extended reality. We're doing this with the Sloan Foundation grant, University of Washington in Vancouver, Dini, and me, Southampton, United Kingdom. The streaming is working wonderfully. Dini will walk you through this. And hopefully you can all try it. We have a few headsets here, and we have a few leaflets that we're handing out. Please have a look at them to get a sense of what you can do in this environment. Dini.
Very quickly, what we're doing is we've set up an environment.
Oh,
that you
Dini,
can
can you show me this side, please?
Okay, I will. I'll do whatever. Okay, so here we are looking at menus. We're going to be generating text in VR space. The experiment is to try to write and read in VR. And so this has been developed by Andrew, who's our programmer. And you can see that we've developed a system by which you can access abstracts, full papers. The papers we're using are the Hypertext 24. So those have all been ingested in the system. We've got it also set up so you can also look at the references. You can move text around. So Andrew, you might want to try moving a text. You can also show them, move things around. In my world, I love to have objects everywhere around me. So I can actually organize multiple text, and then eventually we'll be able to connect text to text, which is a hypertextual part of this as well.
Did you flip it?
Yeah, you can flip it.
What happens?
That's an abstract.
It's the dark side.
I see.
And then if
Okay, this is just the presentation, please.
Yeah,
if you want to have the demo, the
you're
complete demo.
We want you to come and try this yourself. We got headsets for you to try. Yes,
Really
I can't
important.
see the clock, so
Really important to note, because we have 10 seconds left on the clock. This is a long, ongoing project, and we're just having so much fun, learning so much. But please note, this is real data. It's the actual conference papers from this conference. We don't want to do canned demos. So the fact that Mark Anderson here helped Andrew to get these papers in is just phenomenal. So, yeah. Let's give it time.
Okay, thank you. Any other presenter?
We're here. We're here.
No presenter. So, please grab a coffee, spread around, and enjoy the demo for the next 1 hour enough.
We have dinner at 7. Consider
Okay, so,
Right?
And we have booklets.
and I will be with you.
Technical IT.
We have booklets.
Technical IT supporter. I need you. What do you need? I need 2 spots. From him?
Me
So-
first. I want the demo.
Yeah, I will, because I need a technical supporter. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Can you give me a second to like turn this off? Really fast.
How is developing cross-platform?
It's the same platform. It's WebXR.
So, what are your technical needs?
When you go into the headset, everywhere gamer, enter the URL, and then you can use them.
So, maybe you want to stay here.
And let's see
if I find
why is it
external monitor, I will let you know if I find it.
That's not appreciated. But yeah, WebXR is designed to run on Java.
If you have any
It should work on the browser.
I will be around.
kind of like WebAssembly?
Maybe, yeah, it's a bit more complex than that. But the browser still has to build its own support for WebXR. The Vision just recently actually is now up to standard. It wasn't on the
Well, they have method and their own things.
But they are consistent.
Excuse
now
me?
across the two.
Sorry, there is an internal. Yeah, please.
If anyone doesn't know how to get to the 59 room where
What is the game?
the exhibition, yeah, I can take them. I can take you right now or later. Just say the word to me and I will take you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Maybe you want to say something.
You can try it.
Yeah.
People often have trouble.
I will.
If you get maybe a tight, then let me know.
Okay, if I remember correctly.
You should be able to move that, but that's not a strict one.
Because it's completely skewed.
Yeah.
How do
I just sort of pinch at the white, but it'll set you up once you jump in there.
Can you see his bottom menu? You have to do the right hand.
I'm right.
So the trick to point is you need to pinch these 3 fingers in, and that's kind of all you need to know for this game.
Go away with your hands, please.
Yeah, it was moving, wasn't it?
Okay, yep. Short fingers. Reading is horrible with the glasses, my lord.
Yes.
So this is the abstract.
Yeah.
But if you can just
So anyway, just
Dini, it's catching your hand.
Yeah, it would be nice to use both, kind of.
What was that?
It would be nice to use both, grab something, move in there. The pointer is very fiddly. I mean, buttons are quite small.
Yeah, if you take a look at your offhand, the view left hand, and you see the laser pointer is an option.
Well, the value is
So
in the
point to
page.
the laser pointer option.
Yep.
And then
So
go to always on and pinch that.
old-fashioned application.
Yeah, just pinch that one. There you
Those
go.
are-
Now if you try pointing, you'll have a laser pointer.
We have to have a template page, really flexible template space.
Oh yeah, so it'd be the bar at the bottom.
So
That's another big thing.
what we do here,
Yeah, what's small on this side? Scroll.
say you want
So the side would be the
use a
it's a section.
JavaScript library or
and you picked a
JavaScript.
short paper, so there isn't much there.
Write a really interesting hypertext
very
component in JavaScript. So
If you need a scroll, you can just
has a template.
grab the inside of the document.
Has its own properties.
It's just
properties and so
little
forth.
stuff. I can't
Very cool.
Yeah, it's hard to see if you need a corrective vision.
Yeah, but I think I got the gist of it. Very well done.
We should have brought the glasses insert for the headset.
No, you should.
The guest lecturer
Yeah.
for
Glasses, I mean, it's impossible to fix it right now.
term project.
What was that?
It was write a new note.
Yeah, these do have the insert.
Yeah, like a music program.
You can try wearing the glasses. Some
A
people say it's
particular format. This is not something that I think would work as a project.
Is it too tight?
Tinderbox. Yeah, it's the same code base, but something like 400,000 lines of mixing plus Objective-C and Swift. And, I wouldn't ask undergraduates to do that.
Yeah.
Totally blurry.
I have the same problem with my work.
Trying to encourage people to write with hypertext for years. And I think this is a way to put them on your machine.
So you think we can use JavaScript to basically?
Did you get it?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, well,
Simplistic, but
yeah, for example, there was an interesting series of papers on a system called Trellis early on by Stotts and Ferruda, which was you're
You've got it.
computer
Go ahead and
scientist?
drag it out to wherever you
Well,
want it.
I'm working with Dee and still underground myself.
Okay.
But what that is.
So there's a computer science construct called the it's richer than regular expressions. It's not Turing complete. So, for example, you can prove whether P3
The other hand
will
has the menus.
continue to evolve or whether it's stopped, which of course a computer you can't do. That's nice. So they took that property and used it as a way to synchronize multimedia presentations in multiple windows at once. So you click here, and not only does this window change, but this window goes away. This window starts a video at a certain point. You play background music, whatever.
So you put
And
in the
of course, they
debugger.
were doing
Right
this
now,
in
just
the 80s.
move the finger close.
When all of this speed was impossible
Just
to
to
do.
your other hand. Whichever one you want
It was
to.
kind of a stretch. They were interested in the formalist,
And then you'll
but
pinch this.
and nothing natively does that.
It does, but now you can re-enter.
I
Toggle
can
the
imagine
contrast.
plenty of people
Kicks you off for a
who
second.
could use a formalism like that. But the people who would kind of like to have the video don't have the tools. And to build the tools, people still think this requires a large range, fairly large research. I think maybe it does.
I can see something for each edition something that's standardized.
Yeah, it is open source. The code is kind of nasty and simple, but it's there. Yeah.
I can see how it can be done. is always hitting the best of these vectors.
But yeah, inside each browser, you've got a perfectly good computational environment. We have constructs to look around and get information from the tinderbox loop, which is an attribute value list. Maps really nicely into JavaScript. If you need to get stuff out, we have a construct that says, okay, the data you have in your space and store it in these attributes. So that's simple. Of course, you can reach all sorts of visualization toolkits, performance toolkits, viewer toolkits. There was a movement for a while called Open Hypertext, which was trying to get classical hypertext out of the business of writing word processors. Because everyone had written word processor in grad school, and they said, "Oh no, not again." But yeah, you needed a text editor for your hypertext system, so you used Microsoft Word and scripting. In some ways, this is very reminiscent of
I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything. It's a lot there. But I am fascinated with I guess with HTML, it's up to the developer to inject all of that information, right? It's not native to the document itself.
Let me borrow from one of my old papers for an example of something that would be easy to do. Learning from scratch. It should be fairly easy. So we have a handcrafted written hypertext mode with the up property that we have two side-by-side windows. One is where I read, the other is where you read. For it's instrumental, so the choices are about driving something that's happening in the fictive world, the game world. And our goals are not necessarily the same, or it's cooperative. Our choices are different, and we're trying to work together to get a high score. When I follow a link, it may change your window. When you follow a link, it may change my window. Change might be altering the text, or it might be going to new page entirely. That would be an interesting way to read a hypertext. But doing that just from a standing start. How would you do that? You have to have two side-by-side divs. Every link would have to
not too bad.
Talk to a game manager. And you could do it, but it wouldn't be pleasant. It wouldn't be pleasant to write. And so you think about that in your eyes laser. But what you have is two separate side-by-side each of which writes, when its state changes, it writes a token to its node that represents the state. Might be long, a textual token. The other is bubbles. We're not proud. If nothing's happening, we can waste cycles. So every 3 seconds, you look at the other node, see if it's changed. If it's changed, you know what to do. So you have two coordinated hypertext running on the same system, two different readers interacting with each other.
Yeah, it's awesome. We're going to have a back end. It's forcing me to do stuff. Now I'm
You've got a classic hypertext system as the back end for potentially an experimental hypertext system that you're building. So that makes sense. It's a weird architecture. Essentially, it takes something like Dash, which is a hypertext system in the browser, and puts it inside a hypertext system. So that's complicated, but it's weird.
Okay, so thank you for talking.
Sure.
Hard, it's useful. I'm James, by the way.
It was like a globe that I tried to enter, touch it. Yeah. And then it just I think what might have happened is because he's inside the same thing. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. When he got into it. Okay, whoops. I can get it back.
I can see it. It's like a mount of the okay. Step again.
We already. Do you need me to tighten it up a bit, or you got it? That's fine. It's kind of sideways. Yeah, it'll correct itself once you just tap. You can stay where you're at. That's the yeah. That's the browser. Unfortunately, it keeps adjusting where we're at. But this will tell. Okay, so now this is something. You can try wearing glasses inside it.
I might need to because it's a little hard to read. So I see my fingers all doing something.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. If you can't read the text down there, it's already kind of small.
So I want to use my right hand or the right hand?
Well, one hand, your dominant hand will point. Your non-dominant hand is a menu. Are you right-handed?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay. You can switch hands on the menu if you are not right-handed.
So I see a menu.
Yes.
What do I do?
So curl your three fingers. Sorry, it's pinky, ring, and middle finger. So make kind of like a pointing gesture. Yeah, and then you'll pinch your thumb to your index finger to select it. That's all you need to do. You point to what you want. Select it.
Need font resizing.
That'd be nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's hard to put on glasses. Once that's comfortable, I can tighten it for you.
I don't want too tight because these are new glasses.
Okay. Well, maybe you should just...
I think leave them like that.
Okay. Just one-handed, I guess. Start dragging one of those out.
Oh, I see. Cool. Yeah, I can scroll on the paper.
That's just the abstract. Okay. So you can decide if it's interesting for this thing, like sure it is. And then at the bottom there's expand, and that'll give you the full document. These are the headers of the document. If you want to scroll the document, you can just grab on the actual page yourself.
Oh, I see. So,
This looks like a short page.
Okay. drag it back in.
It'll stay out unless you hit close at the bottom. If you're having trouble with the stability of the pointing, you can put your hand further away and it gets more
I would have
throw it out there. You're supposed to set it to your Oh, you did the buy offer? Yeah, that was more of a test.
Wow.
It really shows
Can I just like dive down there and fly down to the bottom?
Yeah, it's insane how much you can see it starts to lose some frame rate because of how much there
Yeah, I feel like I'm in Star Trek episode.
Yeah.
They're swiping.
We tried the swiping early on. Oh yeah. The hard part was differentiating between an intentional swipe and a I moved my hand. And then we couldn't figure out a way to do it, and it was the constant accidental triggers drove people insane.
Yeah,
Because the idea was it was like
the hand has to be like, because on Star Trek they kind of do, like they turn the hand.
Maybe a continued gesture, that might be it. Because what we had was, it was a distance from you, so if you reach out, and then you could do vertical or like horizontal. But it's like, it wasn't consistent. People kept putting it drag around. What drag? Oh, I haven't played it. I've heard of it. Is it? Okay, I'll have to give it a shot. I love rhythm games.
No, but it's amazing. And the music is good. They make up fantasies and action.
There's the three are like Beat Saber, Pistol Whip, and it's like a music like fighting through the beat music.
They know what they drive. He's actually a boxing. He's a boxing. It's a simulation.
You said it.
Yeah, I haven't
Oh, you haven't done a headset?
Oh, I've done a headset. I mean, I haven't done this.
Oh, okay. Do you need it to be adjusted?
Maybe a little tight.
It's tighter or like further down? Because they're further down. Yeah. Looks like it's falling off.
Yes.
Alright, do you see the browser window? It's kind of like up here awkwardly because...
I see a red dot. Oh, I do see it. I do see it. Yeah. So what am I...
You just gonna hit entropy off and... Whenever I put on the headset. Are you looking? I'll try making the
Você viu os procedimos? Deixamos procedimos. Mas eu vi alguém que estava falando e é o trabalho da Jimmy. Até que ela estava interagindo lá fora.
It's kind of crazy. It's not that useful, but it looks cool, so we got to do it. It starts to really like tank performance when it's over.
Yeah. This is what is this I'm looking at? Like
it's my author
for this
Just for this view? No, for this conference.
Yeah, this is just for the papers in this conference. Okay. So this view is so big because it's every author and every paper they've written for this conference. Okay. So you get duplicate papers in there if you have multiple authors.
Oh, okay. I was wondering
if say like Mark Anderson who writes several papers, you'll find his name. There's like several papers listed on this.
Okay.
So it's a different way of viewing.
You can't scroll this.
You can if you grab the background, but it's kind of hard. I realize I haven't checked if Mark actually has multiple papers in this one. He did on 22 testing.
Amazing. Yeah, we want to try.
Yeah, actually, you look at your left hand. Like face it towards you.
Yeah.
And you'll get if you turn your palm in, you'll get a menu, and there's your thumb should be a reset, and then it'll ask you to confirm. So if you point to it with the other hand, like just sort of go over to it, and then you can hit confirm and pinch it. And then yeah, that's it. I can take the part.
All right. Fantastic. How long?
Like English, but not just for this. Because you're changing things
just like we were able to build before you were.
Well, no, this one is strong.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's really, like, it's changed so much. Alright, I am resetting it.
And these are about just about the installation.
It's kind of fun looking back at
Yeah.
What do you think with our talk for the students? We showed the current version, like, let's go through it once. Then we went back to the beginning, and it's crazy. It feels terrible. Like, how that just don't work. Which is why they got cut.
So you'd say you learned a lot.
Yeah, but so much of it was.
This is in Washington,
I
like,
not the whole Washington kitchen idea, and it's only once they agree did it actually get added. So a lot of the sort of like bad ideas got filtered really quick, but then also we ended up with a lot of like savings. So we had to like went through a lot of.
That's interesting. That's really
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Have you been in VR before?
Ish.
Okay. Yeah, so this is just for the quest. Yeah, just tap that and you'll be in our space. So the only thing you really need to know for starters is, yeah, you already got it, the point gesture, which is just 3 fingers in and then the index and thumb. So you want your knees down, and that's the point gesture.
Pinch, and then how do I click?
It would be another pinch, just tap the menu. So if you pinch in the background and move, you can pinch at the text and select.
I can drag.
Wow. Sometimes it takes a moment because it's actually fetching the information from the paper.
On the fly.
Yeah, that's why you get the loading bar. The larger papers take longer. We actually found the reference.
And I can see like different layers. Wow. I didn't even know this was possible.
So,
you're always going to be
No. I mean, my brain is looking at so many things. No, my brain is looking at so many things.
It would be nice to have like some sort of Yeah, you know, it's some of them is we just ran out of time.
And now?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let me reset it.
Yeah. Wow, my gosh. Without glance.
You can try it with. It pushes it into your face.
Vai colocar pra onde
I
quiser.
can't
See, but I am colorblind.
Oh, okay. Well, there's only black and white and
Okay.
so you should be okay.
Copy, no, copy, no,
Don't worry
no.
about it. Just tap it.
That's my first day I went through a lot of different perspectives.
The quest menu.
Yes.
Did you hear the point?
Yeah.
Describing?
This is just a menu.
Yeah, so you want to curl these three fingers into